How shall we think of the relationship between God and human beings? What kind of mental model do we have when we think of such relationships? In various cultures around us, we could easily delineate quite distinct models. Model 1, the super soft grandfather. God pictured as a benevolent gentleman with a long flowing beard whose primary job is to be nice. When I was a student in Europe many years ago, studying in Britain, I went for a while to Germany to improve my German. And while I was there, in the language school where I was studying, the Goethe Institute, there was a young engineering doctoral student from French West Africa who was also there to learn German. And because I was reared in French and he was from French West Africa, every once in a while, twice a week or so, we would go out for a meal together and talk a language in which we were more comfortable, French rather than German, which was giving both of us headaches. As I got to know him a bit, I discovered that he was married and his wife was a medical student in London. So he was in Germany, studying German, to go back to finish his doctoral studies at a German university in mechanical engineering, and his wife was studying medicine in London. And it wasn't too long before I discovered that once a week or so he would go to the red light district in town and pay his money and have his woman. Well, by this time I got to know him pretty well. So one evening when we were out for a meal, I said to him, I don't mean to be too intrusive, but what would you say if you discovered that your wife were doing something similar in London? Oh, he said, I'd kill her. I said, that sounds like a bit of a double standard. He said, yes, but you have to understand, from the part of the world I come from, in our tribal structure, she would be dishonoring me. It would be a matter of honor. I would have to kill her. I said, but you told me you were brought up in a mission school. You were taught the Bible. You know that the God of the Bible doesn't mark on the curve one set of standards for men and one set of standards for women. Ah, he said, le bon Dieu, il doit nous pardonner, c'est son métier. God is good, he's bound to forgive us, that's his job. Now, in fact, he was quoting the words of Catherine the Great. It becomes a great line to justify any sort of guilt, doesn't it? So that's one kind of model between God and human beings. He's a grandfather whose only job is to be nice and forgive.